Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Thursday, the 8th of March 2018, and today I have chosen messages from your angels, oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and I will clarify those with the Goddess Tarot. So as you'll know, if you watch these regularly, this is just a general energy reading, feeling into the energies of today. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but maybe you've been guided here for a reason, and there could be a little message here for you to help you with your day, or your life, you know. So I thank you all for being here. I really appreciate your presence, any comments, likes, any subscribes. I just am so grateful to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. It makes me want to keep doing this. It can be a lonely place talking to yourself on the screen. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. So I have 4 cards, and it's really interesting. One of these cards come up already today for me when I did a reading for myself. So we have Caressa. First up, you're at the end of cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. This doesn't need to be negative. To me, an end of a cycle of your life is the end of a particular way of being, a particular pattern. Life is change. We can accept or we can resist. This is showing that you are at the end of a cycle. It could be an end of a relationship, it could be an end of a place where you're living, or it could just be, like I said before, the end of an unconscious pattern, a way of living that's not serving you anymore. And because Daniel is here, Daniel comes up quite a lot in my readings. He's the angel of marriage, and he's assisting you right now. So because these two are together, I believe that this is you ending a cycle of the way you've related to yourself and to others. When we come for pure acceptance of ourselves, other people will accept us more willingly. When we come from a place of fully loving ourselves, our whole selves, everything about ourselves, our flaws, our quirks, our weaknesses, everything about ourselves, then we can attract someone else that will do the same. So Daniel is all about releasing any toxic energy with old relationships. It doesn't necessarily need to be marriage. It could be any relationship, and especially the relationship you saw with your parents, or if you didn't have your 2 parents living together, how you saw the people that were caring for you relate to each other, because that's what you learn about relationships when you are at your most open and vulnerable. So to me, you are ending a cycle in the way that you relate, and the angels are there to really help you through this, because it can be pretty painful if you've always come from a place of maybe depending on others for happiness, to now understand that only you can be responsible for your happiness. Pure relating, unconditional loving, soul-based, deep relationships come from people coming to those relationships as whole beings. They can completely fulfill themselves and never looking to anybody else to fulfill any of their needs. Their lives are full on their own or with someone else. It's really irrelevant. Happiness, they know that happiness is of your own making. It comes from your own willingness to love yourself and to seek out your connection with the divine and with yourself first, before you can even contemplate taking your energy and connecting it with another. So the end of the cycle, I believe, and I'm being guided to let you know, is to do with the way you relate to yourself, and therefore the way you relate to others in relationships. And we have Opal here. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well and cared for by God and angels. So God to me, and God's interchangeable. So, God to me is a divine universe, universal consciousness, all that is, whatever you want to name it, you know, the creator. So maybe you're worried about a child. Maybe there's something going on with one of your children. But I'm here, and this card is here. Opal is here to let you know that we're each on our own individual journey, and your children have chose you for a reason. So whether you've lost a child's transitioned back into the spirit world, or this is a child still in physical existence, they are here on their own path, and you are here to, yes, lead from example, to love and support and be compassionate, unconditionally loving towards them, but really you need to allow them the freedom to express their individuality in any way that they choose. So trust in this knowing, trust that there is always, they have the love and guidance and support of the spiritual world just like you do, and they have special lessons that they've come here to learn in this lifetime, and they just need you to be there with compassion and unconditional love for them. And we've got eNd. You're a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and its inhabitants. God, creator, universal consciousness, again, it doesn't matter. So, okay, I believe we're all light workers for each other. I believe that light workers, we each have the ability to be light workers, and so much as that we've opened up, we've released our fragmentation, we've allowed ourselves to come into our essential being, we have reconnected our connection with spirit, and therefore we are open to the guidance, and we are able to shine our light more brightly than maybe others who are still dwelling in suffering and the illusion, the maya of this physical existence. So we're all light workers. We're all here to help each other, to shine the light, to help others take an easier path, to say, hey, go this way, don't go down that thorny path, you know, I'll shine my torch here, this is a much easier path to take. So we're all light workers really, essentially, but some of us are still lost in the mirror mark of darkness and illusion. So, I don't know, today I guess if you're releasing, you're at the end of a cycle of life and you're really transforming the way you relate to others, it might help you be more of a shining light to others, because you've cleared things that just weren't serving you in your own life. And when you do that, you can teach those lessons to others through your example. Because really, we can preach all we want, but if we're not applying this wisdom, there's no integrity there, you know. Everything is about integrity. You can talk the good talk, but really everyone sees through that lack of authenticity. You know, you've got to be the change. You really need to be the change. And we have the Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Cups is full emotional fulfillment. When you release anything within relationships that just is not serving you, and ultimately you need to start with this relationship with yourself. When you do this, when you release that feeling of needing someone else to be responsible for your happiness, when you understand that only you can create your happiness and fulfillment, you can reach this place. Because don't ever let anybody hold the key to your happiness. You are responsible for your connection with your divine source, your alignment, your connection with your light. And don't allow anybody else in your life to dim that. You can reach this. You can reach this on your own without any relationships. Yes, relationships are amazing. But first, you need to come to this place where your light is switched on fully, your cups are full to overflowing, and only then can you give all of who you really are and allow someone else to give to you too, without any needs, without any neediness, dependence, or clinging, or attaching, or expecting anyone to be a certain way. That just causes suffering and pain. Create this emotional fulfillment in yourself. Let go of the need for anyone to give this to you. We have this passion here. We have this passion. So there's ignited passion and inspiration. This is creativity. This is fire. This is divine inspiration. So happiness does await you with this passionate energy. Tap into, let go of whatever needs to be let go to create space for this divine inspiration, this passionate new beginning. This is a new beginning in love. This is a very passionate, creative, fiery time for you. Allow that sun to come in, because we have the world, and the world is very similar to Caressa. It's the end of a cycle. You've completed something here. You've completed this pattern that you've been repeating over and over again in your life with regard to relating, with regard to putting too much energy into your relationships and into the other person and not enough energy into yourself. You've completed this cycle. You've come to a realization that this is not how you want to live. You need to focus on loving yourself first. And when you do that, you have so much more to give your beloved. So there's a cycle completing here. You've learned something. You've come full circle. And now you're ready to begin again this new passionate new beginning in love. Because there has been brokenheartedness here. And to me, this could be your inner child. Your inner child was so brokenhearted by the way you saw your parents relating or how you were treated as a child. There is so much sadness and sorrow here because you know, you felt that that was the way you were supposed to act. I mean, that was the way you were shown, and this is what you expected from those that you loved. You expected a similar form of love from your relationships, because unconsciously we attract those in our lives. The way we've been brought up as children and how much love we received as children is what we expect in our loving relationships when we get older. But please know that this heartbreak that you're feeling right now, whether it's to do with you, your inner child, or to do with children that you have here now in physical existence, or that have gone into, have transitioned into the next life, this pain will pass. And understand that every soul in this lifetime is here on their own individual journey. And to understand that every moment with them is an absolute blessing, but all we have is each moment. We can't cling to what was. We can't cling to who they were. We can't cling to who we were and what we lost as a child. We need to understand that life has changed, and acceptance is the only way to move through this broken-hearted, sorrowful energy. Because you have this light to shine. Look, we have the sun with the Lightworker card. This is so auspicious. We have the two most auspicious cards in the deck here today. You can move through this end of a cycle and this feeling of sadness that comes with the ending of the cycle. And you know you have this life force, vitality, energy, passion, fire to be this light for other people, to let go of your patterns that might have been dimming your life, to let go of anything that does not serve you, and to shine your light fully, to live from example, to lead from example, to be a shining example of spiritual integrity. You can do it today and every day. Big love, beautiful people. Thank you so much for being here to view my readings. I really, really appreciate you and love you deeply. I'll see you tomorrow.